sure it got a request, so I'm gonna like let it be my first poem. It's a good t-shirt. Yeah. I want to be part of the embodiment of the day. So yeah, I'm reading from my new wave book too, and it goes like this, snowflake, and then it goes like that, different streets, because the book moved in the middle, and I didn't want to do that poet thing of like putting little sections in. You know, it didn't seem like enough. And I've been very excited by this sculptor friend who talks about, his name is Oscar to his own, and he talks about when he does a sculpture in a particular building, he tries to build something that practically takes the building down, you know, like, which he regards as like fucking the building. So I thought this was sort of like having two parts of the book fuck each other. Because, you know, there's all this stuff about the book, you know, and I'm like, the book can still do other things, you know. So this is the first poem in the book, and it's called Transitions, and it's for Rocco. Rocco's still not here, right? I'm going to just keep reading in San Francisco until Rocco comes to my reading. Sometimes I'm driving and I press the button to see who called, and suddenly I'm taking pictures. Big dark ones. He says it's not about where you sit to make a film, but I wasn't taking a picture, I was driving. It's black and there's all these lights. I'm strong, it's night, and I've driven very far. I keep hearing the music of the weekend. He says it's not about whether she and I resume, it's how it goes on with me. In my car so long ago, I loved someone who read me a poem on the phone about the car of the day. You mean the one I'm driving and the fact that she left it on the phone and that was new? She said I was overreacting and that was too much, and we sent our messages in light. And she hated trees, and I thought she's so young because I like nature. Now, in her trunk wrapped around me one day, he licks my arm, my boy, and driving home I thought, if he dies I will see his paw in the sky. I am seeing it now, and she's always home, going, ooh. And she said, I love our little meeting. I said, little? Don't denigrate my need to support, my need to say that you can. I'm glad I'm home. It's wide out there. We spoke about scaffold and him fitting the frame to the eye. She's grown, I wanted to say. We laughed about Tang, and later on the phone, later on the toilet, thought about Tango and Joan, El Tango Larkin. What's not technology? What's not seeing? And I'm to say I hold the line. I hold the day. I watch the snowflake melting. This is called No Rain, and it's like, you know, the line through it. So I don't know if that means there is rain or what that means. The way it looked. I think it's here. And then I heard the sound of rain. That's the air conditioning. But what makes me want the rain in here? That's you said, Chris, being connected. But no, I hope the darkness meant something. I put the heat on before I left so I could come home to something warm, not cold, bereft. But it wasn't that. Just gray, cold, drunken gray, a day full of sticks and plants and flowers for you. I want to wrap them in bamboo or clay. I want to hang them on your door, opening the marvelous concrete truths of what you're doing now with your hands and ideas. I have a secret for you. The rain is falling through a screen. I see many of us. I hear a roar. What's that? I asked Chris. That's the future, he said. It's true. Writing. I was looking at the chandelier. Do you feel that way? She asked. I was driving through Los Angeles getting some help. I didn't know Pema Chodron was a girl. People sounded nuts. She had a sign, I'm hungry, I'm homeless, and with a really pretty son. She hadn't asked for anything, but I gave her 5, and that felt great. I thought, women are a bunch of idiots, but that's what I am. Are you one? I don't count on what I am, she said, and that chandelier is more like than anyone else. Like. Drinking that much Diet Coke on the plane to prove I am a man? Young guy down there with a beard looking like a goat in the white construction of Oakland Huge. They went round and round 9 times. They dropped pebbles where they went. This is poetry, the thousand-eyed fly, examining the kids, because you know we are equal in the complexity of our gaze. My face is shuttered. Here's the argument, don't ask, don't tell is okay, but if you convince the army you're straight, that's wrong, right? You were lying to me. The night's a little devil I hold in my hand, petting, holding his head, learning his love, liking him, digging his heat. More oil. He was dead, and not a particular rabbit. His legs crossed like he was asleep, and I hate us. I hate our roads. His little inconsequential ass, I think of his nobody running. We don't sleep, we get stuck or burned. We are not the kindest of mammals with our fucking tar and our bombs. He painted his driveway blue and kept us out. I thought, look what you did, and she was sleeping in my space, no park. Is it less right to be obsessed with friendly fire? And Tillman's lying there like a lamb. Are you sure they didn't shoot him because he was famous going over the hill for a pass? Catch this big guy. Sometimes I don't run, I just pull over listening to the fossil fuel churning in my guts. I'm leaving this city for the dirtier one with more traffic. I don't belong here either. You make me so sad, I'll stay. I'll tell you what makes me sad. Sun on grass, a beautiful day, farting in my car. Or watching a palm tree do its galloping sigh. A bird clucks and another box parks. I was going to just do all the poems that had cats in them, but then it was sort of right, sort of wrong. This is called Ad. Donna Bender sent me a JPEG called Ernie and Nika. It's all stripes. I mean, no dog, no cat, just a horizontal television Agnes Martin of red, pale blue, and black. Nice, because Ernie's nestled now at the back of my spine, construction outside and trees waving. Guess I should be writing like that, not this sorry report, enjoying the pause of nothing being what it should, love is. It gets really weird when you're flipping the book and I'm like, can't find that poem. That's because it's over there. The Nervous Entertainment for Kathy. It's a Kathy Opie, which has a point here. She has this glass house. It's like incredible when your rich artist friend says, live in my glass house. And then you sleep in the house and all it does is like creak all night in this really creepy way. And then there's wild pigs outside, so you feel a little scared to go out and run. Like, this is so luxurious. Just when I thought I should break it up, the other one licked from across the room a red Echo and a blue one slithered on the star leg of an Eames-type office chair. I saw a rainbow in a gush today, soft green mountain I couldn't write about because my recorder kept checking itself and wouldn't work. I'm happy because I don't work. I'm like a band that tours people's houses playing when they're not around. When Kathy said, I love poetry, I thought, well, that's because it's going to happen here. It's going to contain that remark after it enjoys your fire. When Kathy said, wait till you see the morning, I said, I'm excited. So it sounded like I was dead. I don't have a working voice, I just have a voice that comes out the way it wants, apart from me. I think of voices I admire and try to use, and you know how your friends' shirts are, sometimes it does look good. These jeans are dead, they're getting replaced, but not till after I finish my novel. Robert Walser did huge things in tiny spaces. If I say thank you at one more gas station, I'm going to stop believing oil is God. But it's when I'm still in the landscape, the numbers flip, the land is great. The cat is in the bag. I leave the bag. See, the cats are getting in. The cat is in the bag. I leave the bag where it is so the cat can get in it and dream for a very long time while the rest of my building purrs. He slipped his head into the bag's handles and gently sniffs it. Well then money. Well then love. The movie. He's like a train station. It's too late to go duck hunting. At last he woke up, sits on blankets with young girls. Can you stand it? He does not miss life now in its secondary summer, the lateness of his first kiss. It was an actual Polish movie. La Neige, an actual French movie. It's been an incredible reading and it's almost over. I'm not going to do that 2 more poem shit that people do. 2 more, I'm really sorry. What did we see about? We saw Hugo today. It was like, you know, Hugo is kind of a great movie, but there's a horrible poet joke in it, right? Where it's sort of like she's trying to make the guard shut up, so she starts reciting poetry by Christina Rossetti, and he's like, I love poetry, thank you, thank you. I've been very interested in the difference between poetic and poetics. Totally a French poem. La Neige. It's like this show will never end. Was I shitting on the altars in the nook of the Zendo in the artist colony? I couldn't help myself. I thought it was a crime. I mean, I forgot. No, my alcoholism, accepting inappropriate love, one of the sum, like 5 days of rain, again and again, increasing the distance, mouse in the back field, it hasn't stopped blowing to the left. I announce my new compass, my face work, I attach my thermometer. Much of the excitement is getting really close to describing the self, almost the self. Scary me, the room laughs. But then not, the room, I blew it. But then not, the snow is hot. It would have been incredible. I could do that curly thing. You want to hear it again?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. It's like this show will never end. Was I shitting on the altars in the nook of the Zendo in the artist colony? I couldn't help myself. I thought it was a crime. I mean, I forgot. No, my alcoholism, accepting inappropriate love. One of the sum, like 5 days of rain. Again and again, increasing the distance, mouse in the back field. It hasn't stopped blowing to the left. I announce my new compass, my face work. I attach my thermometer. Much of the excitement is getting really close to describing the self, almost the self. Scary me, the room laughs. But then not, the snow is hot. I almost stuttered on snow, did you see that? No. Almost done. The poet said. Like, let's face it, we're in ecstasy. And I'm saying it's got to end. This is called About Mary. I feel infinity seeing a band of white flesh against your dark blue shirt in the night. Later, when you turned the AC on because it was hot, it made it quieter. Then a little bit of fat helps you sleep. I thought eating my yogurt staged the room for the photographer, and now I'm in it. You have anything crusty like your poem about dancing all night in the 80s? I never danced all night in the 80s. It was stories, and you never recorded, admitted I'm not in that movie, case closed. Maybe they were richer, it worked better, were men or something like that. I'm not done with you yet, playing with your bib, no apron. In the store, when you changed your mind, I thought you had taken mine into account. Change it back. Which mind was that? A system isn't so much closed as sinister. No, I mean conceptual. A dog gets the wrong idea from repeated indulgence. I don't need to pay $45 an hour to know that I know it. You prefer a friendship with her. That's not wit. My words are big and wide. Twice in the same week, I considered it my big mistake. You've got to be brave, or a better word for not knowing what's to come, adjusting to that moment or all of them. I refuse to do any more. She wrote it so young, and she had a funny accent. I will never again illustrate my widening point with a detail from your ex's Facebook photos. I'll stop it here by saying I'm sorry and crossing it all out. S has a mustache. If I fear I'm a failure, say, no, be enormous. I was, I am. If it's not for some incredible future, everyone's, not your kids, because they're yours, especially if I borrow them once in a while. As many rounds of this as I can take. If I put more space around each night or day, or just everything minute, other things, chairs, and move the chairs around and make it roomier. The words kept moving around and not in the terminal, but in the home. It ate all night. I remember you in Ireland. I thought you had it. Everybody had. The amazing stories about translators, that they speak across peoples, all of them. I said, I am recommending this. It's the most fun night ever. To animate the way another saw headlights or sound, to see a pattern and into their body. I'm the galvanizing. I'm the animating kind. I'm the monster. I shall cry to the end of my life. And this one is called Possible. After the bearded men and the coffee cleaned up, pure streams navigate your hands. Our sun is a puzzle. The buildings have met. Your long legs navigate the kitchen. Sweet clatter. Cluck, our eggs are done. Now everything's heading to the forest to feed on me. And this, my final poem is called My Box. Right? That refers to a box of Tampax on the windowsill. Viewed by a woman who has gone through menopause. In terms of design, one box is colored orange. The one you wanted always is, and sits in the bathroom of anyone's house because that's what she wants. It's choosing that wakes things up. I wondered how long all that I needed and encountered here would come like a wave. Not the shake, but the after effects, and this box did say there was a way to see this thing alone. July called it calculus. What is comes in boxes. What is not comes in waves. The dots between. Mountains surround us, and I say they are more marvelous than the sea, way overhead. I like flying over them too, thinking that is home, these crazy bumps. When we drive into them tomorrow, it won't be bam. It means up swirling on the edge of a cup, and if you don't watch me like a hawk, I won't be scared. I want to be loved like a sunbeam. That is, it comes across the room or the ocean. You know the way I drive. I want to lift your fear like a bonnet and kiss your living face. Here, this is mine. Don't misunderstand me. Thank you.